Greetings glorious gamers, this is Scarecrow119. Today I'm playing Smite, and today we're playing Loki in the solo lane. Loki in the solo lane is actually one of my favourite positions because it's so fucking dirty. It really is. It isn't as dirty as it used to be. You used to be able to build a lot more power a lot more quickly with his old skill, because his decoy has actually been nerfed. The base damage got nerfed a while back, and because Heartseeker is no longer a stacking item that gives you base power and power per stack, that's also not quite as dirty.
There will be no fun.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to build up our level 2 Transcendence first to try and get all those stacks early on. Transcendence isn't as good as Heartseeker in terms of raw damage, but it gives you quite a lot of power for what it is, and also gives you shitloads of mana, which is absolutely fantastic. Today we'll actually be up against a Chak in the solo lane. We'll actually come to the point where we know he's not that experienced, but that's fine. So we'll clear out the wave with the Susano. We'll use our decoy first, because that basically tanks damage from the wave while it's up, and then when it explodes it does damage in the area. The thing is with the decoy is when you place it on a minion wave, the melee minions will backtrack to hit it in melee combat, and the archers will shoot at it. So if you you've got to place it over the archers, because the melee minions will backtrack towards it, whereas the archers will just shoot at it. So obviously you want to place it over them so it does the damage. So the Chak has actually rushed into the wave there with his number 1 and 2 combo, so he's left himself open to taking all the minion damage, and that's just left him open for the horrible death. So really, that's fine. That's a good go for a minute in. So that's him obviously wasted his teleport to towers early on as well, which puts us in a net gain for the trade, even more than just the first kill and the first blood. So as the minion wave comes out, the Loki decoy is just so good for solo lane, just because of the way it works. When you place it over the archers, all the melee minions backtrack, and all the damage from his minions goes onto the decoy, yeah, and all the damage on your minions going onto their minions. So yeah, it's such a good trade. It's such a good trade. And the thing is, like, there's no real way to stop him placing the decoy on the minion wave. If it gets to the point where you just stand aggressively in front of him and say, right, if you come anywhere near this wave, I'm going to hit you, well, he can easily just use his vanish and place it that way. So we're just focusing on the wave here, making sure we're clearing out that. Even though he is being aggressive on us, we can just back up, because we don't want to take more damage than we are. So we're just going to back off here to make sure we obviously don't want to die, yeah. And because we've just got our level 5 here, we can engage him and kill him.
I'll kill you last. Enemy missing right.
The Chak just was really the first, when we got the first kill on him, he's probably like, right, I knew what I did wrong there, let's just back up. But I think he was really just too eager to get back in the game. He was still aggressive. Even when Loki is really low health, he has the power to take you down to half health before you're able to react.
Ultimate is ready.
You know, because the ultimate combo just teleports him straight behind you. He does his damage with that, and then he can instantly pop his 1 and his 4, and it's so much burst and so quickly on that anybody that you really need health and protections to be able to withstand that. So that's just got the Transcendence built, so that'll give us mana per stack, and power based on that mana as well. So we'll go back and we'll get our blue buff.
Be right back. Be careful.
And because Loki's passive gets bonus damage when you're hitting enemies from behind, you obviously want to sneak round behind people and sneak round behind the boss to get the damage off. So just so I'm an interest here, I'm actually doing a voiceover recording for the commentary, just because I think it might be better for the quality of the commentary as well as the quality of the gameplay, because if I'm not concentrating on saying what I'm doing, I'm able to make those better plays, and because I'm not concentrating on playing, then I'm able to do the better commentary. So hopefully the quality goes up from here. So this is the Chak's able to clear the wave quite effectively at this point, but we can obviously still trade blows with him. We've just got to be careful that when we're engaging on him, we engage on him with our skills up, and we're able to get those skills and get that damage off before he's able to react and start hitting us. If it gets to the point where we're stuck in a rainstorm, we're stuck in a slow, and we're stuck getting damaged with an ultimate on our heads, it makes it quite difficult if he's able to keep laying into us. If he'd built health or protections early on, and he'd been smarter with his engagements, we'd probably in a much worse position at this point.
An ally spark has been extinguished. An enemy was obliterated.
The thing is, like, in this instance, you can see exactly how I killed him there. He came out with his 1-2 combo to clear the wave. He didn't clear it fully, and it put him out of position, and that just made him right for the killing. When you're clearing your wave with Chak, if you're getting pushed out this far, if you're getting killed this much, you've really just got to stand back, because I'm not going to be able to do that as easily if you're sitting under the tower, and he can easily just clear the wave, like throw out his axe as the wave comes in, stay under his tower, and I'll clear my wave, and that'll just leave his wave to go into under his tower, and he can clean it at his leisure. So he could just throw out his axe, doing the damage, and then when it came to finishing up, he could easily just finish up the wave with his swipe and just clear it up easily without coming out of his tower. But he insisted on coming out of his tower and trying to trade blows with me.
Your right tower is under attack.
So this is me running around like an idiot, waiting for my skills to get him back up, because I'm obviously not going to stand there in front of him and trade blows with him with no skills, because I'm not going to win a punching war with a Chak, because he's got his self heal. You know, he's a warrior, so he's got quite a lot of health for what he is, and he's got a decent amount of damage when he's got his skills leveled up. So I've obviously got to choose how I engage on him.
An ally will be remembered.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
An enemy has been slain. An enemy was
So we just ignore Chak. We push forward to get the decoy on the tower. Then we can rotate in to help our friends. I was actually going to go and help the other side there, but when I saw that was the Kumbhakarna, I'm not going to do much against the Kumbhakarna, so we'll just go and help the other side. And we got a kill on the Rama as well, which is fine. So we're 4-0 at this point. I think we're 8 minutes in now. We're doing really well, we're farming really well, we're getting loads of damage done, getting the experience that we need, and the stacks as well are all maxed out, so we're doing the max amount of damage that we can at this stage in the game. And we've got our boots built. I'm not really too sure. I wasn't too sure what relic to take in this game, because I'm not really a person that teleports to towers that often. I think there is a lot other better items to use. But the reason I actually went the relic was because instead of teleporting to my own tower, or I can actually teleport to other people's towers for quick rotates.
Woohoo!
I'm also really bad of deciding what second relic that I want to take, because when you get a relic, it's kind of like a strong commitment to what you're wanting. You can't really change it, so you've got to make sure that the relic that you take is going to be useful, and that's not always something you can tell at this stage.
Enemy missing right.
So this Jack's been in his lane. He hasn't really left it, but we've actually managed to get 1 or 2 kills outside of our lane as well. So like I said before, just focus on clearing the wave. Let him do his wee rain dance and things like that, and we'll just come at him again if we need to. But that's him gone back. So I've maxed up my number 2, my decoy. I've maxed up. I'm getting maxed up because what the thing is with the number 1, your vanish. Whenever you come out of invisibility, you actually do ticking damage to an enemy. Yeah, and the amount of ticking damage that gives you is actually quite high. So it's good for you can do your ultimate, you can do your number 1, and the amount of damage that does to an opponent is actually quite surprising. So we always like to stick with that.
Retreat left lane. Enemies incoming middle.
To be honest, it's really I think it's a personal preference. If you level up your 1 or your 3. So we'll rotate into the mid lane here. I'm actually going to just focus on the Poseidon to stop his Kraken coming out. We get the kill on him, and then because we've blown up our skills, we just back out of the track fight. But that Hun Bats has went back in, and so we obviously want to try and go in. We've got our skills back up again. But I'm taking damage here, so I'm just going to try and back out.
On my way.
I think if that Rama had actually focused on me with his ultimate, he probably would have killed me there, but we're lucky to get out.
Be careful, middle.
So I thought about using my teleport to tower there, but I realised it's the Susanos. My tower's not dead yet, although it'll take a lot of damage by the time I get there, but we'll also get our blue buff.
Your left tower is under attack.
We'll quickly grab that, and then we'll go to our lane to clear out our wave. Quite a lot of chars saved up there as well, so it's a good thing we actually got to lane to clear them out. So I've chosen to max out my number 1 here, over leveling up my number 3. To be honest, like, you'd probably get more. I think you actually get more damage by leveling up the number 1, even though the number 3 is a bursty skill. You know. So that's it there. I was actually trying to get the tower before he came in, but I wasn't able to get it. I decided to just use my ultimate just to get out of there and not take the additional damage from his ultimate. Although he wouldn't have killed me, he may have actually killed me in the follow-up because I would have been silenced, or maybe not killed me, but done serious damage. I wasn't really willing to check how much damage it was going to do to me. So in that instance there, when the track started to engage on me, the only reason that I stayed on there was because I knew Athena was actually coming to help me, but I thought she was going to get there a lot sooner. I think I really should have just started juking and dodging more instead of going for the hard punching, and we might have had more health for the re-engage and the kill.
Retreat from the jungle.
So that was a little bit of a misplay on my part, but I knew the Athena was coming, so I just kind of wanted to hold them there till she got there, and then we could have comboed the kill, but I really didn't have enough health for the follow up.
Enemy missing middle.
Help middle lane.
Enemy.
So we've taken the first tower now, so that gives us a little bit of freedom to start rotating, and we've built Titan's Bane because the chat had actually started building physical defence. So I was really just saying, right, I've got a lot of power here, so obviously we just want to get to the stage where we're applying as much as we can. Insta gib on the Hunbats that was really way out of position. The Rama is in the follow up here, and so is the Kumbhakarna. I think I'm actually just going to die here. Yeah. It was a good effort from the Medusa to try and save me, but it was just, I don't think she was just doing not enough damage to really save me, but I don't think anyone would have at that point. But we did get the pick on the Hunbats before we died. So, if my memory serves me correctly, at this stage in the game, there was a lot of infighting between the team at this stage, just finger pointing, people telling how other people can't play the game and shit like that. I mean, we're winning at this point, so, but I think like before, maybe about the 10-minute mark, we weren't actually winning. Like plainly winning, and the team morale started to break down. I think the Medusa was just a little bit finger pointy, so was the Nox. But in this stage of the game, I'm the one. I'm able to carry this game with a little bit of support, so that's what I just just stayed quiet and played. So chasing up hill here, I was actually going to chase up track, but then I thought that because there was the rotates coming from mid, they might as well come in here. I tried to use my ultimate through the terrain there, but I actually missed it. So I actually just came into line of sight just to make sure I hit it.
There will be no fun.
At this stage in the game, that I'll actually remove my focus from the. I did kind of body block him there, so it might have been my fault that Susano died, but well, whatever. So as I was saying before, that at this stage in the game, that I can kill Chak, but I can't kill him quickly with the damage that I've got, because you know he's a Chak, he's got self-heal, he's got a lot of health because he's a warrior, and he's got a lot of protections for being a warrior. So my priority targets move to maybe the Poseidon, maybe the Rama, or even the Hunbats. But I can take them out of the fight really quickly, back off, let my cooldowns come back up before we re-engage for another one.
Retreat! Retreat!
And plus, with the amount of crowd control, the amount of power and the amount of damage that the Poseidon, the Rama, or the Hunbats provide to their team, especially the Hunbats, his ultimate in a close clustered team fight is absolutely devastating. And obviously the Poseidon's got his Kraken, and that can take out, you know, multiple people in the fight quickly.
Enemy was annihilated.
But the Susano got the pick on that Poseidon there. The Susano actually managed to pull the Chak back in again, but we just didn't have the damage to really engage on him, because I don't want to start fighting people under the tower. So we'll back up.
Okay.
And I've got the Titan's Bane, and I've got the Jotun's Wrath built, so that's I've got the cooldown up, so we'll get our ultimate up much sooner. It is possible to kill people with your basic skills, but you really kind of need a way to disengage, or engage, disengage, or engage and re-engage, and with the ultimate that gives you really the full kit that you need. Like, you can really engage with your invisible, come out invisible, do the damage with the 1-3 combo, and if they've got a jump, then you can re-engage with your ultimate, or you can vice versa. And I have to admit, like, when I was playing Loki before, I thought Loki in the jungle was a great concept, it was a great idea, but it was just so suited. It was like, his kit is just so suited to solo lane. It's just kind of ridiculous, you know. Your decoy clears a wave so easily. If anybody tries to kill you, you just vanish and run away. If there's a multiple man rotate on you and you're cornered through all angles, then you've got your ultimate just to teleport out of there. It's fantastic. And because you're assassin, you've obviously got the damage that you need to kill people as well. And because your damage is quite contingent on having farm and stacks, that obviously works really well being in the solo lane.
They're all fired up.
So in that instance, I did use my ultimate to get the hell out of there. Not because the Chak was going to kill me, more the fact that my angle of escape was awkward, and it just put the angle of escape just put me in a much more dangerous position, not from the Chak but from another rotate from another lane. And at this stage of the game, I didn't have tabs on where everyone in the game was, so I thought, right, I'll just improve my angle of escape and I'll just use my ultimate. I'll get out there nice and quick. I've got the cooldown on the Joker's Wrath anyway, so I might as well.
Awesome kill.
Another textbook kill. The Chak is still trying to fight. And there's the surrender.
Kill me if you can.
So it was quite an easy game on our part. We'd done a lot of damage. The Chak was quite inexperienced, didn't know how to fight us properly, I have to admit. And there's certain situations where Loki is such an easy god to play in a solo lane, it's really quite dirty. And I actually even admit to that in this game here. Yeah, so in retrospect, I have to admit, like, in all my games of Loki, I've had pretty smooth sailing when in the solo lane. I've never had anyone that's caused me too much of a problem. I think the only game that really sticks in my mind is when I was playing against a tier, and he was so aggressive on me at the right times. He was doing so much damage. He was just pushing me all over the place, and he just killed me over and over and over again. He was so well played in that tier. But the problem is that that's back when tiers push was really difficult to get out of. You were basically locked in the knock up. You were locked in the knock up for the full duration, but now it's not something that sticks quite as easily. I'm not too sure on the stat that makes that so, because there's so many different factors that go in that the tier skill. Because his 1-2 combo is so deadly and does a lot of damage to a squishy. If you're a squishy god, then you've got the how much damage it does, how far it pushes you back, how much it knocks you up, the actual distance of the knock up and the time of the knock up. I think what happened was either it doesn't knock you up quite as high anymore, or the knock up duration isn't as much anymore, because it used to be once you got the knock up on you, you were basically locked in that knock up animation twice, and then once you came out it hit you with the number 2, and that was you chunked so hard. And at that particular time, he was just doing so much damage to me, I really couldn't do anything against him. So I mean, Loki solo is so easy to play, and like I said before, there's only one game that I've ever been like truly fucked, you know. Anyway, guys, this is the end of this commentary here. As I said before, I've taken a little bit of a different tactic, so it's a voice over now instead of a live commentary. It's not something I really wanted to do. I really wanted to keep the commentary as a live thing because it added more of a danger, but I thought that I thought I added a unique a unique version of a gameplay, but at this stage of the game I think that the commentary suffers because I'm trying to do it at the same time, and the gameplay suffers because I'm trying to do it at the same time. I'm either trying to explain what I'm doing and I'm not explaining correctly, or I'm not playing correctly. So hopefully this way that we'll be able to get optimum gameplay of what I'm able to accomplish, and then we've obviously got optimum commentary to go along with that optimum gameplay. It's all optimised, man, it's all optimised. So anyway guys, that's the end of this commentary here. As always, like, comment and subscribe, and as always, GG.